ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel. Behind me is the new Tesla Model 3. This is their standard trim. Let's check it out, and we're going to compare it with the standard Model Y and see what you get. Here's the new Model 3. This is now their standard entry model. It used to be called standard, now they just call it Model 3. Same with the Model Y next to it, but let's check out this basic Model 3 or Poverty Model 3. That's just a joke because this is a very well-equipped car. Now, this is the latest model, so I'm noticing some changes, maybe small changes, like this bottom piece here is a little bit going more down, and this is the Highland, but I think it's slightly refreshed as well. Now, let's come a little bit closer and check out the differences. So this is the metallic pearl white color. It's standard in Austria, Germany, but if you go to Croatia, Slovenia, neighboring countries, they have the dark gray standard free option. In the Model 3 you have the same headlights, so these have matrix capability, and the Model Y there currently doesn't, but it does have the hardware. Now, the new Model 3 has the front camera, and it should have a little washer nozzle if I'm not mistaken. And also what's new is Tesla badge is now in this not piano black, it's like a satin black finish. It looks very nice, or maybe more like a matte black finish. I really like that one, and you don't get it on the Model Y. You can order it and stick it on, but if you see, it's completely naked on the front. Now, here's some in Deutsch options for the Model 3. So you have the standard, premium, long range, all-wheel drive, and performance. But this is the Model 3 now, just Model 3 or standard. It comes with this new hubcaps. These are plasticky, completely closed for better aerodynamics. You can see only the air valve. So these are actually underneath steel wheels. So you have the plastic hubcap. I'm gonna try finding the tire dimension, but Model 3 now comes in Bridgestone tires. So it's over here, but I can't see because of the stand here. So 235, 45, R18, so same 18-inch tires, but on steel wheels. You can upgrade, of course, to alloys. Now the cameras are here, the latest hardware. So you can see here the VIN number, and looking at the dash, it's the same dash from the Model 3 Highland. Now you can see the cameras for the autopilot on the top and light sensor, but you still get the banner roof. Now we're gonna come to the inside. Let me just show you here this one, and let's go to the back as soon as they close the power tailgate. But let me show you here on the Model Y standard, you also get a steel wheel, and it's 18-inch because alloys start from 19, 20. So this is the 18-inch for the Model Y, and also has a steel wheel with the plastic hubcap. This is actually good for your range for, let's say, winter setup, but I'm gonna come back to the Model Y later. Let's finish up with the standard Model 3. Now it looks gorgeous, and this is also new. You have the Tesla leathers in black. Now, since this is the entry model, there's no any badges because this is the rear-wheel drive with a LFP battery, and you get the same diffuser. Now, check this out. This is already in the Highland, but it has this cover for the water droplets, so it doesn't go to the camera lens. Now, just to open here and check out the differences. Now, as the 2021, this is in plastic. Now, the Highland and the premium trim has this covered by textile, which helps in reducing the road noise coming into the cabin. You still have this cover. There's some stuff here for the event, but you can see it's a bit dark. Seat split 6040. It's the same inside, so everything is standard. You can pull to unlock the charge port there, but on the top here you have the button and two damper struts, but this is again plastic. This is just like the 2021. In the Highland Premium, this is covered by textile. You still have this emergency opening button. So that's just some of the differences. Very nice closing sound, very good fit and finish. I think Tesla has now finally mastered that. Now I'm gonna wait for these gentlemen to finish. Let me just show you the Model Y standard. Let me just close this up so you can see the back end closed. So this is how it looks. Now in Europe, this is the position light. These are the turn signals. In the USA, this one switches to turn signal. It's a red turn signal instead of amber. Now, this is the back end, and it reminds me a little bit of Skoda, these taillights, because they're not connected, like on the premium Juniper. So you have a tow hook. On this one, you can see, actually, the first time I see how this looks, you have the power outlet. This is something that Tesla's, at least for Y, come already prepared with a tow hitch, but you can just buy it at Tesla. If you don't buy it immediately, you can retrofit that one. You can see this one is not really perfect fit and finish like on the other side, but it's a little bit different design, and the glass is here curved like on the Model 3. You have here Tesla leathers in black. It would be really cool if they decided to connect this, but that's not the case. Now let me come back to the Model 3 here and check out the interior. So inside the doors you get the textile, and that was already something we saw before they changed the trims. You have the emergency opening here. So this plastic piece, and then you pull this one to unlock. I think still this is better than nothing, like in my car, in my Model 3. So this is kind of, yeah, okay, you put it back, but this is better than nothing, but they should have put it here like on the front. And you have this new speaker. This is plasticky. Yeah, so, and there's no carpeting inside, so this is just like the 2021 model. And I've noticed they've added the plastic piece here for this one, so that's the difference. The seals look the same, and let me hear the closing sound. I think the windows are down. The closing sound is better because they've actually changed this mechanism, so it creates that nice thump sound. Now these are the new seats in the standard model, and as you can see, these are leatherette, and then inside you have this textile. It looks really nice. It's better than this one. This one is different. You can see here close up, you have the ISOFIX underneath, and you can see the top here looks amazing. So these are nice and spongy. I feel like they're really good. Let me just jump in. Okay, so this seat is all the way back, but you can see on this one we have leatherette, and then they've returned the plastic back, but without the pockets. And of course you don't get the screen on the rear. You have also, like the 2021 refresh, 2 USB-Cs. It's a little bit different design, and classical air vents. Now these seats on the rear are not heated, if I'm not mistaken. You do have here the armrest with cups, and yeah, this is the back end, so there's no speakers at the back, and this base trim, and you can see this window is not double glazed. But besides that, it looks really good. I don't think you really need a screen on the back. Only if you have kids, maybe you would like that, but in reality it's better for your kids not to stare at the screen. These are still height adjustable. You have these hooks, and you have these lights on the top. Now you can see, yeah, not really built for tall people in the back. Over the speed bump I would be hitting the hard glass roof. Okay, let's get up to the front. So this is covered by leather still, so where you touch and lean, it's still covered by premium materials, all good. But here the bottom is plastic. In the Highland model, this is all premium, like on the top here. Now, while this gentleman is browsing, let me just show you here the Model Y. So you have same materials, same parity spec, plastic speaker. I'm gonna come back to it. Now focusing on the Model 3. So this is new. You don't have the ambient light. They just added this dark gray, like a little trim here. And these are the same manual opening, button opening. And this is the new speaker, so it looks honestly a little bit cheap design-wise, but I guess it's okay. Like the 2021 had a metal finish here. This is just pure plastic. You can see this one. You can see the tire pressure, it's all the same, so not really too much difference. You get the carpets, standard pedals, and these are the powered seats, but as you notice, there's no buttons. You actually control them through the infotainment screen, which is pretty terrible if you ask me. So this is definitely parity spec. The leatherette is really nice and smooth, and the textile feels very nice. Now you can see there's a speaker on the top there on that beam on the panel roof, and they've returned the stock for the turn signal. So let me jump inside and show you this one. So I'm just gonna lower this volume. Now let me switch to wide lens. So this is the new point of view for the base Model 3. When I say parity spec, I'm just joking. This is a very well equipped model. You even get the panel roof, which you don't get in the standard Juniper. I'm going to show you that as well. Now this is the same steering wheel, but it's the updated version. So you have now a turn signal stock, and they've added here long beam, or when you flash. It also pops the menu for the light controls. You have the wiper controls and the sprinklers. You can turn on the cameras, which are now much better resolution than mine from 2021, and you can see the reverse camera and the front camera. There's also a washer here, but it's grayed out because the car is not in drive. And press once for the either autopilot or cruise control, whatever you set up in the infotainment. When you use the turn signal, you can add the cameras to turn on or off, but it's in the infotainment. And the dash is, let me just share some more light. It's a premium, softly padded. You have this textile, same as on the inside of the doors. And over here, again, no ambient lights, but this is softly padded, and you have that speaker bar that looks premium. There used to be a speaker for the premium models here. It's actually behind this, but I'm not sure if it's in this base model. Now, one thing that's better, this is the updated Highland screen, but we already now know that Tesla will add probably next quarter in the Highland Model 3's 16-inch display that we have in the Tesla Model Y premium trims. So currently this is the old one. I think this is pretty fast, and you can see the avatar. So even added the hubcaps, so everything is perfect. This is in Deutsch, but everything else is more or less familiar if you own a Tesla, or if you've seen one. Brand new model with 21 kilometers. This is the VIN number. Let me see, the software here is, I think this might be older, but actually haven't really checked what's the latest software, to be honest. And you have all the great features like the apps. Yeah, you can customize a lot of these features and play. This is all the apps. There is confirmation that Apple CarPlay is coming maybe by the end of the year at least, or summer, hopefully Easter. Yeah. Now this one, if I turn on the AC, has heated steering wheel, heated front seats. It doesn't have heated rear seats, so just you can control the AC here. And this here, excuse me, this is for the seat control. So the knee area goes up or down. You have the lumbar only for the driver, and you can control back and forward, up and down for the entire seat, and tilt. You can also control the side mirrors, and yeah, this one is manual. I forgot that. See? So you can manually adjust that, but the seat controls are just not practical, but I'm pretty sure you're gonna find a nice position. And if I'm being 100% honest, I feel like these seats are really comfortable, better than ones that I have in my Model 3 and better than ones in the parity spec Model Y. You still have the 2 wireless charging pads. These are now faster in the Highland, so you can see that. This is different. This is different. This is smooth. It's like the 2021 refresh. The premium has this like rough texture, but they've added the smooth one here. Maybe that's also on the premium models. Maybe they've switched that up. I haven't really noticed that, but I prefer this, honestly. It looks really nice and posh. And this is also covered by leather, so 12-volt outlet, cold lights, a lot of room. You can put an extra cubby here that goes inside. You can see my hand can go up there, or there's like a room in there. It's all covered by this nice textile thingy. Push and it closes. In here you have a USB-C, only one, and also there's a lot of room here. What is this? Oh, this is for the hubcap remove. Yeah, that's that. So, and these are magnets. So, yeah, this is nice and soft. I feel like it's much softer, and the leatherette is just has this nice texture. Okay, these are completely new seats. You can see the back end. Now on the top, this is more or less the same. You have the auto dimming. On this one, you don't. You can see here there's no edge like this one. So that's the only downside. You have here hazards. You have park, reverse, neutral, drive shortcuts. This is the same. You can see the headroom. I can lower the seat, but I'm not going to go lower. And let me just see here. So this is the LFP battery, so you can charge it to 100%. It's actually recommended you do that once a week. And that's that. I do owe you the frunk space. So let's check that out. So this one is also single glazed. So that's like the old school. It's almost collision here, but it's fine. So this is single glazed glass. So that's the like the OEM, the first Model 3. Front space is the same. It's big, and you have the tow winch here. You have the opening button, but you can put a carry-on here. You also have this new system for pedestrian safety, but altogether, and this has been redesigned. I see that. And this has been redesigned if you're really into details. But I gotta say, I like this badge. Now, let's wrap it up with the standard Y. Okay, now the standard Y, to come to the headlights, has this daytime running light that switches to turn signal, and it has a lens here, and I saw it when it was on. It's definitely Matrix hardware, and someone left a comment in my Model Y standard review that he asked Grok if the standard is getting Matrix in a software update, and it confirmed that it does. You probably saw my video, but I'm pretty sure that it has the hardware, because when the lights are on, you can see the individual dots, pixels that you have on the Model 3 from 2021, because this one has reflectors, unlike this one. This one has the lens from 2021, which some people say it even has a better matrix feature than the Highland. Now this one is a bit different because this ends here rather than like here, so it's a little bit ugly in this white color. If you go for the gray or black color, that's really not that noticeable. You have that front camera, the lights are not connected, and you don't have the badge on the front. So this is the standard Y and this is the premium Y. So these are both Junipers, but just that's the difference in design. This one obviously looks so much better and better ride quality. This one has the adaptive shocks. This one doesn't. This one also doesn't have the adaptive shocks. So these are standard shocks that have been revised before the Juniper. This one has the stip. It's supposedly reducing the noise around the A-pillars. The Model 3 doesn't have that, so it's reserved for the Y. Now, there's this mattress here, so we're gonna skip that. Let me just show you the front here. So you have the same textile design, same plastic at the bottom, but look at the speaker here, and on the Model 3 it just looks cheaper. This is like the Model 3 from 21, so it just feels a little bit better looking. Same, no controls here, but these are actually the same cloth seats. Now you have them on the back as well, but they're down. Now this is the same manual adjustment for the steering column, and what I was mentioning, you don't get the panel roof. It has a glass here, and it's even double glass, but it's completely dark. It's not transparent like the one on the back, because you get a closed roof. Now let me jump in. I'm gonna talk about that a little bit more. So this is padded, so there's less heat coming inside, but it's pretty good regarding soundproof. Both standard Y and 3 are better soundproofed cars. Now this one also has a standard glass. I thought it was double in the first videos I saw, but I think they've actually switched it back to single glazed glass to save some money, because in first reviews they've had the blue color, which they've decided last moment they're not gonna give it as an option. You only have, for these standard cars, white, gray, and black color options. So this one is, I guess, now only single glazed glass. Steering wheel same that I showed you in the Model 3 with a new stock. Now this one, the Model Y, has some stitching here, so that just feels slightly more premium. This is the same, but look at here. There's no that gray trim where the ambulance would come. You can see the display here, and this is again the 15-inch, 15.3 or something like that. It's not the 16-inch. Now if you go for the, let me see if this one is, I believe, let me just make sure, software. So, oh, I thought I was muting the music, but it's actually outside. So let me check here. So this is the standard Model Y with an LFP battery. There's now this standard trim with a long range. It's just called Y, Model Y. That one doesn't have the LFP battery, but it has a larger battery. Now, that one gets standard, these are made in Berlin. That one has standard 16, but this very base model has the 15-inch screen, probably until they actually, empty the stock, and then they're probably gonna start adding the 16-inch screen. This one is rubberized. It's not that Alcantara you get in the Model 3, but it's also okay. And you have this huge space. This is plastic, it's not rubberized, but ladies will love this. They can put their purse here or groceries. This is like deep, so you can put some stuff here. I'm actually quite surprised that there's no aftermarket like rubber mats for this specifically. You have two cups. I already did the review. This is nice and spacious, and there's a USB-C. Also magnetic. If I raise this up, yeah, the seats are down. You can see there's a cup holders if you knock down the middle seat. There's no armrest. This is Tesla's mattress. Now, if I buy the new Model Y, I might actually get this. And this is now the only model with a light roof liner. The premium now has a black roof liner. So that's that. Plenty of headroom in the Y, even on the back seat. And so I'm gonna open the frunk and wrap it up there. So I think the 3 is a better option. They've cannibalized it less. You have the bigger frunk space, so this one's smaller than the premium. So definitely smaller. It's this flimsy material. So yeah, it doesn't have the HEPA filter. It is just standard filter. Okay, that's cheaper for maintenance, which is already cheap. And let me show you, this is part of the new NVH. So this is something to reduce, this is like NVH cotton to reduce road noise. And I've actually added this to my Model 3. It slightly helps, but not really that efficient regarding that. But yeah, on the Model Y, it's better to go, I believe, for the premium trim. But on the Model 3, you get the panoramic roof, you get the normal front space, normal middle bridge underneath the dash, so you get that extra storage room and Alcantara charging pads, unlike this one where they remove this and they redesign it completely. And again, I think I prefer the roof, honestly. So that's that. I'm gonna wrap it here. That was the new Model 3 Standard. Still a great deal. And new Model Y Standard. A little comparison, but mostly focusing on this one. If you want to see more from Graz Auto Show, do subscribe and click the bell to get notified when I upload more new videos.